5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're opening up the Fusion Strike Sword and Shield. It's been a minute since we've done an opening on the channel, so I thought with the new year coming by, we'd do something exciting, have a little bit of fun. Hope everyone's doing well with the holidays and starting out a new year strong. It's going to look like it's going to be a pretty good year for Pokemon with Brilliant Stars coming out, as long as the printing delay isn't too crazy. For those of you who haven't heard, their printers got hacked, I guess, or something like that. So might be an interesting start to the year for them. But Fusion Strike's an awesome set. It's got Mew, Genesect, Gengar, and Bolton. It's kind of the guys. It also has a Hoopa that's really cool as a promo, and a lot of other really good cards. So pretty exciting. It also comes with new Pokemon Live redeemable cards. So there's one of those for you guys. Instead, obviously Pokemon Live is not out yet, but hopefully with the new year coming. Dancer, Kangaroo, Grapplotte, Toxel, Staryu Rapid Strike, which is kind of cool, Mawile, Kahita, Panpour, the Vulpix Reverse, and a Butterfree Hollow in the first one. That's kind of nice. Now, Butterfree has an interesting ability when this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon in play during your turn. You may make your opponent's active Pokemon burn, confused, and poison. So there's some funny combos you can do with that. As well as just kind of a nice looking card too if you're a collector. So it's kind of got a little bit of everything for everybody here. So obviously the Mews are the ones that you're really trying to get, but there's a lot of good cards here. Rookidee, Galarian Darumaka, Sizzlipede, Stuffle, Panpour Reverse, and Absol non-holographic. Alright. Fighting Energy, another Victini. I feel like they printed so many Victinis this year. Dunsparce, Stuffle, Sandygast, Flustle, Vulpix, Meltan, Single Strike, Totodile, Reverse, and Gorbis, which is your opponent's Rapid Strike Pokemon play have no abilities. Kind of nice to get rid of Rapid Strike Inteleon engine as well. It won't get rid of Shady Dealings, but you can get rid of Quick Shooting that way, which is kind of nice. Galarian Berserker, Fusion Strike Energy, Alessa Sparkle, both really good cards in this set. Phantom, Snorlax, Snom, Dreepy, it's kind of cool. Pancham, and Kangaskhan, non-holographic there. Alessa Sparkle, which is up to your Fusion Strike Pokemon. For each of your Pokemon, search your deck for a Fusion Strike Energy card and attach it to that Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Really easy engine with Mew, Mew VMAX. Seems kind of broken, but it's okay. Dreepy again, Makuhita, Rookidee, Galarian Darumaka, Sizzlipede, Sigilyph. Oh, and the Genesect, nice. That's what card we were really hoping to pull today. So that's a great Fusion Strike engine there with that guy. With its ability, once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. And then Techno Blast is during your next turn's Pokemon can attack, but does 210. It's kind of similar to Zacian V with its ability giving you draw power, but this time you don't have to end your turn with it, which is kind of nice. And it only does 210 to set up 230 with its Chromatic, kind of a funny card. That's a cool looking Onyx, Choodle, Shroomish, Klefki, Trubbish, Wooloo, and Selgor. Alright, let's see what we got. Darkness Energy here, Galarian Berserker, another Fusion Strike Energy, another Alessa Sparkle, which was the same combo as that other pack we got both of those in. Snorlax, Snom, Durant, and Centiskorch Rapid Strike. It's a really cool artwork on that guy too. This set has really good artwork, even though some of the cards aren't playable. Quick Ball, that's a really good card to pull. Nice. Olisk, Phalanx again, Choodle, Bullababy, Dewpider, Meowth, Zarude, and Toxicroak. Nice. Nothing can beat the Toxicroak from Sword and Shield base set with its ability, but that artwork is pretty cool. Toxicroak's one of my favorite Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl era, so if you guys are playing through that right now, Toxicroak's a fun one to pull into the team. Eldegoss, Meowth, Onix, Choodle, Shroomish, Klefki, Electric, and Deoxys. Nice, with all of those stamps on there. Another fun pull to have. That's really going for the collection. It's an interesting card. You can do some pretty considerable damage. You can get to 200 damage for a 1 prize Pokemon. That's pretty good if you use 1 Fusion Strike energy and then 2 Single Strike energies, because you can attach both of those due to its form here. But you get an extra 80 damage, so that's 160, plus 2 Single Strikes does 20 extra. Each one of those, that's 200 damage for... Did I already change it? Yeah, I already did the trick here. 200 for that. Frostmoth, Ninetales, Togedemaru, Pansage, Cufant, Glegor, Sligma, Skitty, Pingaroo Reverse. Oh, and the Bolttown VMAX. It's kind of a fun deck as well, the Bolttown deck. You want to use the older Bolttown V, I think that was in Rebel Clash or Darkness Ablaze, maybe Darkness Ablaze. But obviously this is the first Bolttown VMAX, so you want to get that, man. There's actually a considerable amount of whitening on these cards straight out of the pack. That's kind of unfortunate. Another Quick Ball, it's good to have for deck building. Eliolisk, Skitty, Phalanx, Choodle, Bullaby, Duper, Slugma Reverse, and Granbull. You put 2 Pokemon Tools. Well, that's interesting. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put up to 2 Pokemon Tool cards from your discard pile into your hand. Not sure if that's super useful at this point, but if there was ever a meta where it was allowing you to discard, or if somebody's running a lot of tool scrapers or something like that, or your deck really needs your tools to work, you might be able to throw a Granbull in. Kind of fun. Swaloon, Chromatic again, nice. That's 3 of them. Skater's Park is decent, I guess. Caterpie, Morpeko, Eevee, Shelder, Voltorb, Luxray, I love Luxray cards, and Feraligatr, nice. This is kind of a funny way you can make people discard cards. If you flip the coin right, unfortunately, you can discard top 5 of your cards even, so maybe you could play it in a deck where you don't really care either way. Maybe you want to discard some cards out of your own deck, but Frostmoth, Ninetales again, Togedemaru, Voltorb, Pansage, Cufant, Gligar, Slugma, Snorlax, and Genesect V. Nice, the alternate artwork. That's really good too, man. 2 Genesect Vs, one being the alternate art. Can't complain on these pulls here today. We've already got 3 Ultras, or I guess 2 Ultras, 1 Secret, and 3 Holos as well, which is really nice. Spongy Gloves. And the glove cards, I just don't understand why we need so many of them, but I think that one might be the last round of them. Caparaja with the reverse, and Livany. I just have never seen anybody use the glove cards in a deck. I'd be interested to see if anybody has a deck list with them, but I'd be very surprised as well if that's the case. They're also not very collectible. Chromatic, there we go. There's our playset of 4 of those guys. If for whatever reason we decided to build a Chromatic deck. Shelder, Galarian Corsola, and another Gorbas. Nice. I would like to pull the Dragapult. Fusion Strike Dragapult looks really cool. There's a lot of other holo cards that or just look really cool. Would be nice to have in the collection. Cross Receivers kind of was supposed to be playable. I don't know if anybody's actually running it or not, but another interesting card. Panpour, Eevee, Judge, and Cinderace V. All right. So we're either getting all the good pulls out on this side or the other side of this. Booster box is also going to be loaded, and we'll have a lot of fun that way. Spongy Gloves again. Now I think I have to build a deck with Spongy Gloves in them, just to beat up on those pesky water type Steelix. Nice, I like that. I feel like Steelix has been a how cool of a Pokemon is. I feel like nobody really puts respect on it. It needs some love. It'd be cool to get a Steelix. I don't know. I know they had Mega Steelix, I guess, so maybe I'm just complaining about nothing, but Simisear here, Galarian Darumaka, Growlithe, Phalanx, Morpeko, Sizzlepeet, and Golem. You put 10 damage counters if it's knocked out. Man, that's interesting. Has to be from damage from an attack, though. So if you're getting sniped by quick shooting or something like that, that won't work. All right, let's go here. Fusion Strike Part 2. We've already pulled an alternate art and 3 ultra rares, as well as 4 holos. So I'm not sure what else we get. Oh, Battle VIP Pass is good. Schoolboy, Toxel, Totodile, Venery, Clobbopus, Teneri, Centiskorch Reverse, and Oricorio. Oricorio is kind of a good one-off in a deck that's playing Fusion Strike, just so you can get the take 20 less damage from attacks, which is nice. All right, let's go. Water Energy, Schoolgirl, Chili, Cillian, and Cress. Kind of a decent. Another Fusion Strike engine, obviously. Chansey, Galarian Zigzagoon, Mankey, Sydney, and Galarian Obstagoon. Nice. It's a good Merciless Strike, as well as Silence is pretty decent. You get to choose kind of which card or which move, excuse me, to counter. So if you know that their Muse really relying on their Genesect on the bench to use its Technoblast, you can use that to block the Muse attack that lets them copy. Can't remember what it's called. Metapod, Mankey, Clauncher, Growlithe, Stuffle, Sigilyph, Geodude, and Vikavolt. There's also a Vikavolt deck that, or Vikavolt deck, excuse me, that is kind of making some headway. You get to do 200 damage to any one of your opponent's Pokemon. All I have to do is discard 2 electric energy, which electric is usually the type with the easiest way to get it back on with charge energy, stuff like that. Fusion Strike energy again, good. Turtonator, Pyukumuku, interesting card. It's another card that people thought was going to be playable, but not really making it on the scene yet. Excadrill and Serini V Full Art. Wow. Okay. We'll take that, I guess. Wasn't expecting another full art after we got the secret rare, but I'm not going to complain. We're getting really good pulls out of this box. Schoolgirl, Chili Cillian, and Cress. Quillfish, Vulpix, Chansey, Galarian Zigzagoon, Jacloak in the reverse there, and Toxtricity. Nice. Toxtricity is one of my favorite newer Pokemon, so happy to add that to the collection here. Alright, let's see what else we can get here. Fighting Energy, Gliscor, Centiskorch, Budcatcher, Cufant, Impidimp, Snom, Onix, Jigglypuff, Verizon, and Goodra. Goodra's really annoying. You can block energy attachments, which is pretty much just a meme, but at the same time, That's the kind of decks we need to play more often. No more of these crazy meta decks that cost $100 to build. We need to start playing some meme decks more often. Fusion Strike, I think that's the 4th one that we pulled, maybe even 5th, but that's good. Mewtwo, Jigglypuff, Durant, Panseer, Minim, Baltoy, Gumi, and Arachnid. Nothing noteworthy out of those, except for Gumi goes into Goodra, so obviously need a few of those on hand. Let's see what else we can end up with here. Farewell Bell. It's kind of nice. Stantler, Reptile, Wooloo, Gossifleur, Mudkip, Sandshrew. That's kind of a fun clay one again. And oh, Gengar V. Yes, thank goodness we pulled a Gengar V. Not the V Max yet, but you know, we'll take the Vs just as they come too. Alright, here we go. Steel, or Metal, excuse me, Sunscorch, Budcatcher, the best card in the game. Cufant, Impidimp, Snum, Onyx, Growlithe, and Electrode. Knock yourself out for 120 damage on the opponent. So we've already got, oh, kind of spoiled that one, but oh, Spongy-Glove, thank goodness. You thought Budcatcher was the best card in the game. Watch out for Spongy-Glove. Oh, Battle VIP Pass in reverse and Landorus. Another good holo card for the collection. Especially with Landorus coming into Legends Arceus maybe. We'll see if that happens or not, but there's been rumors that the 3, I think they're called the Genie Pokemon, will be making an appearance in that game as well. Gossifleur, Mudkip, Clauncher, and another. Did we already pull an Absol? I feel like that was the first pack. Second pack we opened was a Absol. Well, we might have already done our luck, but I appreciate everybody sticking around to watch this. It helps out. The longer you watch, the more it gets pushed out to other people, so that can help the channel out a little bit. Not that we're taking ourselves too seriously here, but it's always nice to know people are enjoying the content I'm putting out. Corviknight there for that one. Down to our last handful of packs here, maybe 5 of them. See if we can't pull another VMAX. We only got 1 VMAX so far, which I'm not complaining about because we got some really good pulls, and the Spongy-Gloves keep coming, so we can't be sad. Those are probably going to be the most expensive card out of the whole set, is those Spongy-Gloves. So if you're a collector, make sure you buying up tons of those. Hariyama and Breloom V. That's kind of nice. With its counter, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does that much more damage. So as long as you're getting hit for less than 210 damage a turn, you can turn around and really lay the hit on somebody without them expecting it. And with it being Single Strike, you can also power it up with Single Strike Energy, of course, and do even more damage that way. Fire Energy, Diggersby, Sydney, Cross Switcher. That's not a bad card. Jinx, Mantine, Gribbon, Rotom. Oh, another reverse Vulpix. Oh, and there it is, the Dragapult holographic. Not the most expensive card, but a very cool artwork card that, Michael, if you're watching this, you're gonna be, I know you're jealous. You'll probably text me pretty shortly after saying, man, what do we gotta do to trade that guy? But I'm always looking for Dragapult cards because they're so cool, and I know Michael loves them as well. So if I don't want them, I know who to give it to. Smeargle, Carvana, Clamperl, we need a few of those. Pekka Krogan, reverse, and another Oricorio, not bad. Good deck building card. If you want to play Mew VMAX, like I said earlier. You can also play just straight Genesect as a deck. It's not as easy to pull off because you do need the 3 energy, but you can do it. Dancer, Fangoro, Greplocked, Staryu, Mawile, Makihita, excuse me, Swaddle, Sliggoo, we needed that card, and Huntail. So this is the other Clamperl card. Your opponent's single strike Pokemon attacks cost 1 colorless more. So it kind of slows them down, especially when they're having to pull out a large number of energies to attack in the first place, excuse me. And it helps out, kind of slow them down. And yeah, if you get an extra turn, they need to do 1 extra energy attachment, which they don't want, obviously. Then you get an extra turn before you get to attack. Cross Switcher again, Swaddle, Skarmory, Jinx, Mantine, Grubbin, Adventures Discovery, which is something I need, and Galarian Cursula. The Force Regeneration one on this is interesting. Put a basic Pokemon V from your opponent's discard pile onto your bench. If you do, put that damage counters on that Pokemon until its remaining HP is 30. So if you're running Inteleon Engine with, you could do a Galarian Cursula, Inteleon Engine, and just be sniping out Vs every turn. So I haven't seen anybody really pull it off, but it is an interesting combo if you're looking for an off-meta deck, which not everybody is. A lot of people want to play meta, some people just want to collect, obviously, but it's a fun set nonetheless. You're going to be building some off-meta decks here. So Darkness Energy, Victini, Electric, Dunsparce, Sandygast, Flustle, Vulpix, Meltan, Toxel, Graveler Reverse, and Claydol. I actually really like Claydol. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, which is kind of one of those weird ones, but all right, well, I think that's all the packs we got today. Let's go through these holos because some of these are cool too. Landorus, we pulled Toxtricity, a really good holo there. Galarian Obstagoon, Steelix for Alligators, one I really wanted. Deoxys again, such a fun card with 3 different stamps on it, and the Butterfree seeing some sort of playability. Luxray and Vulpix, I don't know why we kept these ones out here, but sure, they're nice. The 2 Genesects, really good cards. And these ones, fortunately, are not the ones with whitening on the back. So, yeah, really nice to see those guys. Cinderace and Boltund VMAX. And then we got the Breloom, the Gengar V, which we were really hoping to pull, and was really hoping for the Gengar VMAX, but the Gengar V is still a really awesome card. And then Serena V, great card as well. You may discard any number of your bench Pokemon that's attacked does 40 more damage for each bench Pokemon you discard in this way. So as long as you're not worried about getting 1 shot back, you can do some pretty considerable damage that way. So yeah, so those are our pulls today. Really excited about the Genesect V, and hopefully we'll be doing some more videos on the channel. I know we took a long break with I was in school and working and all that good stuff, so we got kind of busy with the holidays. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.